Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Carla from Rehan Akram's World of Connections. And I am here today to talk to the amazing Rehan Akram from Karachi, Pakistan. And he's going to tell us about his life, his work. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Carla from Rehan Akram's World of Connections. Gotta fix. His life, his work, and his passion for speaking English and teaching English to people all through Karachi and maybe other places in Pakistan. Having said that, I want to remind you that this show, like all of my interviews, is sponsored by the Institute of Peace, which is an online organization promoting peace, one conversation at a time. Rehan, can you please introduce yourself?
Well, my name is Rehan Akram, and I have been running an institution in Karachi, in Baldia town, named the Learning Zone. And we have been offering different language studies, like giving some trainings of English language, giving some training about IELTS, and also we are giving some training about TIES and TOEFL as well. So from the last 15 years, we have taught almost more than 30,000 students in our town. And it's a small town in Karachi, and it is having almost 1 million population around it. And we have got very sophisticated people who are wishing to learn English. A large number of students have been connected with us, and we have been giving them opportunity to gain some environment, to speak native language better way, the way they want. So this is way we have been doing. We have got a great team. Like we have got different people from different areas. They come down to us for learning and also teaching. So it's our motive to promote language in our town.
Excellent. What was your inspiration to teach English?
Could not hear.
What was your inspiration to teach English in that little town near Karachi?
Basically, there was, I've seen that lack of education in our town. And I've thought that when I started, it was 2005, when I started my own institution. So that time, very few of people, they knew that English is very important for their life changing. But gradually and slowly, large number of people, came to us. They learned and they got certifications from us. And now they have been doing jobs and they have been doing their businesses. English is supporting them. Now they have very grateful for our institution and our team. And Almighty knows that what they wish to us for us more about it.
Many times you started this how many years ago again? Can you tell me?
We started it in our town in 2005.
So you have been doing it almost 20 years, 15, 16 years.
Yes.
Was this your first job, or were you doing something else before you started teaching English?
Well, I completed my BS in Mass Communication from University of Karachi. And then after, I thought that I should work for promoting English as compared to having my job in any newspaper. So I thought that it's a good job. to work and teach English for my town, for my people.
Why did you pick English instead of your mother tongue?
English is English looked me quite easy, and English, appeared to me quite, attractive. That's why I thought that I could, do so. I could work in this field, and I thought it's a good way for making money as well and living a good life.
English was easy for you, but for many it is not. What made you like teaching English more than teaching
Yes,
Urdu or the dialect in Sindh?
couldn't hear.
Okay, thank you. Please tell me, because there seems to be a little internet issue. What is your native language?
Well, my native language is Urdu, and I speak to Urdu with my colleagues and friends who are living with me. But when I get into my professional life, having institutional life, so I speak to my students and colleagues in English.
Do you always speak to them in English, or do you speak in Urdu also?
In my institutional premises, we try our level best to speak in English. So sometimes when it is needed to make them understand the things what they do not understand in English, so we try to make them understand in Urdu as well.
Okay. Now, how old are your students? Do they go down to like 5 and 6, or do they start at an older age?
Well, in my institution, there are different ages, like teenagers, above teenagers, they come down for having their requirements to meet and to study language. So we engage different kind of pedagogies for teaching English. We work. We have got some trainings from Society of Pakistan English Language Teachers, and it was in 2004 and 5 when we started. So we worked with that council as well.
Now, I have a question because I feel strongly about it. Urdu is your native language. Am I correct?
Yes.
And Urdu is a part of your culture. So, and you tell me you speak mainly only in English in your school. Do your students understand that they should also speak in Urdu, or is it you should only speak in English?
Yes, it's a good question. I've made up their mind. I motivate them. They get some inspiration from my team and myself, and they always try to talk to me in English whenever they meet me. Even when they meet me, not in school or in my institution. So out of institution, when they meet me, they also try to speak with me in English. So I'm a kind of motivation for them, and they always, when they try to meet me in any other places, so they speak to me in English.
Do you think that's a good thing?
Yes.
Why?
Yes, I think so. It's a good thing for not only for me, for them as well.
I'm wondering why, because isn't is it taking them away from their native culture to be speaking in English when they're out and about in their own country?
Uh, Basically, they do not find opportunity with a lot of people to speak and practice English. So what they do when they see the teachers, when they have when they go for any meeting or something like that, so they always try to find opportunity to speak and find some time to speak with teachers as well, to make some environment. So they do not leave their native language. So they also speak their native language with their families and friends. But when they find teachers like me and others, so they find opportunity that it's a good time that the some teachers always give some opportunity to speak with them in English. That's why they find opportunity, they find the time to speak.
Now, I agree with you about that. I think it's great that they are speaking in English around their environment. I got very concerned once because a man came with his child, and I think to my English show. And I think the child was maybe 5 or 6. And the dad said, I want her speaking with you in English, and I never want her speaking Urdu. And I said to him, but if she does that, she isn't learning her culture. How do you feel about that? Do you think that the children should still be talking in their native tongue?
Basically, in their families, they prefer to speak in English or in Urdu, sorry. But when they meet teachers, when they have some environment for learning something, so they always prefer to speak in English. So small children in my school as well, so they try to speak few of the sentences. I teach them a few sentences for early age, or in their early age, to gain some environment. So we let them know first what this language is all about. For example, I say giving things, taking things, right, sitting something somewhere, right, and also how to talk to, or to how to initiate talking with elders or with teachers. So like the age of 5 or 6 years, so they initiate speaking few of the sentences, not they leave their Urdu, but they try to speak Urdu and English as well. Both of them, they try to manage in their languages.
That's important.
Yes.
Find that when the parents come for parent conferences, what language do they pick to speak with you in?
In our town, parents are not that much known about English. They do not know really about English. So what they do, they try to speak with us in Urdu, and they wish to see their children to speak in English. They want them to lead their life according to 21st century, where English is needed to understand the books, where they see that their children must get some environment to speak English in their schools and institutions.
Are the kids coming to school excited to learn?
Yes. Let me give you some examples about my children.
Yay!
Yes, my own children. One of my son, his name is Tayyab. Hello?
Yeah.
One of my sons, his name is Tayyab. He tries to talk to me in English. He asks some questions, what he learns or what he studies in school. He asks, Father, Baba, what do we say in English like this? Baba, what do we say in English, like that? So I try to make him understand, right? So he talks to his teachers, his class fellows. So he feels some excitement. So he sees that my father speaks English, my teachers they speak English. So he understands that I should do it as well.
How now do you have any younger children who are in the same situation?
Yes. Uh, there is my son, his name is Asad, nearly about 4 years old. And he listens me and he tries to catch some words what I speak to the people on telephone, sometimes on on my laptop. So he finds that how my father is speaking. So he looks at me, he tries to catch some words. He is very eager to learn.
In your school, do you teach any other subjects than English?
No, I don't. I just teach English, nothing else.
So is your school a private school where people come and they learn English?
Yes, I have got a private school, and also uh, I have got an institution in daytime. Wait,
Are you there?
yes, I'm there. Yes, ma'am.
So your students go to another school to learn math and reading and all the regular school things. Do they speak English in their normal school?
Uh, Generally, they do not speak English, but they try to speak when the teacher asks them. So they try to speak in English.
And are they taught English in the regular school, or is it basically just the normal subject?
We teach, bilingual. Bilingual, we teach bilingually, and we also try to find, when they feel easy to understand things in Urdu and English. So we both, languages we use.
So the purpose of your school is just to teach English. It's not to teach any other subject. Am I correct?
Yes, you're right.
And your kids come to your school, your own kids come
Yes.
to your school to improve their English.
Yes, they come to my school, they see the environment, they also study here in my school. I've got 3 campuses, and one of them where they go as well.
Wow, that's pretty well spread out. Do they have?
Yes.
Do you have a school in Karachi also?
Yes, I've got schools in Karachi.
And where are they in Karachi?
It's a suburban area, and it's a local town. It's called Baldia town.
Wonderful. And how many students in all do you have in your campuses?
There are more than 400 students we have been teaching.
Now, do you use technology to teach English also?
Yes, we engage audio and video classes. we engage group discussions. We use technology like you know WhatsApp groups we have got. We work on them, and we use different kind of more platforms like online teaching for Zoom. On Zoom we teach, and different more platforms like Skype as well.
Wow. And they all come to your school in Bahia. How often?
Sorry.
How often do they come to your institution, especially with COVID going
on? They come to institution 5 days a week, almost for 2 hours a day.
So do they come after school or do they come before school?
Yes, after school they come down and they study here in different timings, like 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, like this. Between 3 to 5, and also 4, they come down at 4 and 6, like this. Different timings they come down.
And are the groups set up because of the age of the child? So all 5 to 10-year-olds come at a certain time and the next group comes later?
Yes, we have, I can say we have made some groups in different ages, like, lower ages of, 10 years, and then teenagers. Then we have made some groups about more than 18 or 20 years. So different ages, they come in different timings.
Wow. And how many teachers do you have teaching?
We have got almost 8 to 9 teachers. We have been working with kind of team. We are working like this.
Now, are you using computers to connect your students with people around the world?
Yes, it's not in the classroom, physical classroom. We do not engage computers, but apart from this, we teach in different places by online. When we teach online classes, so we go through with this as well.
Wow, that's really cool. Can you give me an example how you use technology with your students? Like during COVID, did you teach them online or did they come to your classes?
You have asked about the example.
Yeah.
Yes, in COVID, when we started online teaching, so it was a bit difficult for us because we were not habitual of teaching online. But now it's very easy for us to. We are habitual. Almost, it's just like a piece of cake for us to teach online, and it's I can say it's very healthy activity, especially the people who are living very far away from us, so they can connect very easily and they can learn from us. So they do not need to find some time to come down, to come physically for us. And now they can connect on their mobile phones and also on their laptops. So they can get their classes. It's very easy.
Did you gain more students during the COVID time?
We lost a lot of students in physical classes when COVID appeared in Pakistan. So then after, gradually, slowly, we gain a lot of students online.
And how did they find you?
We have got different pages on Facebook. We engage them on pages and they find our institution. In last 15 or 16 years, we have taught almost more than 30,000 students. So the people who are coming to us now, they are referral students. Like their elder brother came last 2015 or 16, and now their younger brother is coming, like this. Just siblings are coming to us for learning English.
You must be very proud of that.
Alhamdulillah.
Do you feel that teaching online is a good thing?
Yes, I feel that teaching online is a good thing, but physically having some classes, it will be more handy for growing the confidence in students. But when they think that they do not find time to come down to the institution, so they can have their classes on Zoom and on Skype as well.
What would you like to tell the audience if someone came up to you and said, Rehan, how do I start an online school for teaching English? What would you want that person to be able to do?
First, we should teach about technology. Here in Pakistan, we people that do not know right way of using technology. First, we should teach them how to use technology in a manner, the way they can learn from it. Pakistan, a lot of youngsters, they use technology, but they hello.
I can hear you. Keep going.
So they use technology, but they forget. They sometimes misuse it. That's why I say them first they must learn the technology, how it should be used, and then after we can promote different online schools as well in Pakistan.
How do you think technology should be used for a child? Because there are things that are not appropriate for children on YouTube, but there's a lot of good, appropriate information on YouTube. So how do you suggest people to use technology in order to learn?
Basically, here in Karachi, a lot of people they have using their mobile data or like their internet connections in their homes, but they use for their entertainments, not for studying. So we should gather the people for making them understand that how it is useful for their lives, how this can change their life, what changes because of this they can bring in their lives.
Okay, many people feel that being online and learning a language is impossible. Do you agree with that?
Couldn't hear properly.
Many people feel that learning to speak a new language in another country other than English can be very confusing. What do you suggest to people who think like that?
Yes, in Pakistan, I've seen a lot of people, they feel confusion. So when they start learning English, so it's very easy. Actually, it depends on the teachers and also the institution and environment, how they have created the course outline, what pedagogies they have been using, and what type of material they are providing to their students, from their ease to bit difficult, and then after it will be very handy for them to make them learn in a smooth way.
Do you think your students are learning good pronunciation using English online?
Yes, there are different kind of softwares available for making their pronunciation better. So I have been engaging such softwares for making students more accurate in their speaking.
And do you see them improving?
Yes, I see them. Some of them, when they practice, so they improve. The people who do not practice as much, so of course, they remain the same.
Can you give me a few lines of why you think your work can help people in Pakistan with English?
Well, sorry?
Can you explain in a few words why you think your work on teaching people in English in Pakistan is very important?
Yes, actually, in Pakistan, youngsters are very confused because their school syllabus is in English, and they want to, to study it properly. But what happens when they go to school and colleges? So they feel very confused because in their school and colleges, it is not taught properly how English is replacing Urdu. So they get confused, and after that, what happens? They do not get through in their studies properly because of English. So I suggest them English when they get free in their school after their schooling and their colleges. So they must engage themselves in different institutions to learn English, to make their English skills much better and better day by day, and also they find some opportunity to grow their English in a way where they feel much ease in their schools and colleges.
Very good. So you enjoy the work you do.
Of course.
That's great because that's important. English is the global language, and that's how they can do business with people throughout the world. Now, believe it or not, we've been talking for over 30 minutes, and it's time to close the show. What words would you like the audience to take with them?
Well, I suggest my friends and the fellows who are listening me or who are watching me, I always say that try to, do it. Try to do the things. Do not leave them. Do not put the things into the way that will, you can say, you feel hesitant, you feel confused. So try to get into it. Once you get into it, so of course you try to, overcome your confusions and your hesitations. So after that, you try to put all things into practice. Of course, the time will come, you would be, satisfied the things what you want.
Very good. Thank you so very much for talking with me.
Thanks. Thanks very much, ma'am. You gave me opportunity to introduce myself, to work with Rehan Allahwala as well. So inshallah, I would be listening uh, your shows, inshallah, and also I would be if you think that I would be helpful for you in any platform. So inshallah, I will work for you as well.
Well, you'll be helpful coming to one of our conferences on English literacy and talking about what you do in Pakistan to help bring English more prevalent in Pakistan and around the world. So there's a lot that we can work with. But for now, I need to close the show. I want to thank you for speaking with me. And I
Thanks
want
a
to
lot.
thank you for coming and being a part of my show. And I want to remind people that this show is sponsored by the Institute of Peace, which is an online organization promoting peace one conversation at a time. And let's wave goodbye. Bye,
Bye
everyone.
bye. See you.
Have a good day. And